The most popular business sedan in its class now presents its successor. Just as expected, the Audi A6 is not only making its mark in the realm of automobile design and stylistic vocabulary. The new Audi A6 boasts larger dimensions, a more spacious interior and agile engines with significantly reduced consumption and low CO2 emissions. And the A6 Hybrid represents a very special highlight that will complete the range at a later date. This popular sedan's predecessor already offered a singular driving experience. When something has provided such satisfaction, how can it be improved on? For one, we placed the steering in front of the front axle to improve the steering response considerably. Another improvement was moving the front axle 70 mm forward for a significantly better distribution of the total weight. Another contributing factor to the improvement of driving quality in the models with front-wheel drive is ESP, featuring electronic cross-axle lock. And models with permanent quattro four-wheel drive profit from the selective torque distribution for continuously variable deployment of driving torque between the rear wheels and raising the driving dynamics of the Audi A6 to new levels. All of these measures have led to a significant increase in agility and driving pleasure. A standard feature Audi's Drive Select has 3 predefined modes: Auto, Comfort and Dynamic. The additional individual configuration allows the driver to adjust the systems to his own specifications. For the first time, the new Efficiency mode offers drivers assistance in efficient driving at the push of a button. As the manufacturer of the most popular business sedan in its class, you have to offer absolutely convincing comfort in the successor model. With the generous space of its luxurious interior, the new Audi A6 does not disappoint. Continuous decorative inlays surround the driver and place him at the center of the interior. All of the interior details emphasize Audi diligence. For the customer, when operating, every control should feel like premium. We want the operating sound of all the Audi controls to be similar. That's one of the reasons that we decided especially to create new ways of simplifying operations for the customers by reducing the number of buttons that have to be used. Simultaneously, we positioned a menu button with a haptic indentation in the center. This means that the driver can select menu functions practically, without ever having to divert his eyes from the road. Then the customer can choose the desired menu using the centrally located rotary knob. And we have yet another function that's a highlight in this vehicle, the so-called MMI Touch. It's a touchpad, and with this particular touchpad I can simply push the map about with one finger and choose whichever destination I need. Then I just tap on the chosen destination to confirm the whole action, and the target of choice is registered. Then I just activate navigation and off we go. Lightweight construction has been a core competence of the brand with the 4 rings for some time now. Because it's considered a sort of unwritten law that because of safety regulations and increased demands in comfort, cars are becoming heavier from one generation to the next. But in times of limited energy sources, no other alternative would allow Audi to turn this spiral of weight around. Audi has been dealing with aluminium for a long time now. Only a thorough understanding of its characteristic traits and of all the details of the processes of its production will allow us to make full use of its construction potential. The most elaborate hot forged part is the B column. In the interest of passenger safety, its upper section is extremely hard, while its lower section is ductile and resilient. All that in just one part. Despite all this economy of weight, the Audi A6 doesn't skimp on comfort. The saloon car is 4.92 meters long, 1.87 meters wide, and has a luggage compartment volume of 530 liters. The front suspension strut mount in the Audi A6 is made of pressure cast aluminium. This is where all of the experience that Audi has gathered in this technology comes together. From special casting processes that allow for extremely spindle-shanked structures to the design of ribbing that, similar to naturally occurring structures, position the material exactly where the load is greatest. And despite increased safety requirements, the bodywork of the Audi A6 is 30 kilograms lighter than that of its predecessor, making the entire vehicle, the 3.0 TDI Quattro in this case, 80 kilograms lighter than before. In times of ever-increasing density and constantly growing complexities in road traffic, Audi is continually developing its adaptive systems. The adaptive cruise control, for example, is not only capable of maintaining a set travel speed, but is also able to react intuitively to road traffic conditions. Another highlight of the Audi A6 is the night vision assistant. The night vision assistant has a range of up to 300 meters and is located in the central display panel as a black and white image. The system also recognizes pedestrians, who are highlighted in yellow to catch the driver's attention. If the system recognizes the situation as critical, the color changes from yellow to red. Also, a warning is communicated with a gong sound and an image in the head-up display. And finally, another of Audi's core competencies rounds out the new Audi A6 package. Efficiency does not end with the development of more economical engines. For Audi, that's only the beginning. Audi believes in a more all-encompassing approach. We've employed various different technologies from our efficiency modular system. For one thing, we've used our optimized engines and the optimized transmissions. Then there are the aerodynamics, the rolling friction of the tires, the demand-actuated regulation of the ancillary units. And for the first time in an Audi A6, electromechanical steering is being implemented. If we use the 3.0 TDI here as an example, there's a whole new engine at hand. It has an output of 180 kilowatts. Combined with the S-Tronic, the A6 accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers in 6.1 seconds with this engine, making it 0.7 seconds faster than its predecessor. And consumption was reduced from 7.1 litres per 100 kilometers combined cycle to 6 litres. That corresponds to 158 grams in comparison to 189 grams of CO2 emissions. Its little brother, the 3.0 TDI with 150 kilowatts, achieves 5.2 litres with S-Tronic. That's 137 grams. And the 2.0 TDI with manual transmission manages 129 grams CO2 per kilometre. 4.9 litres combined cycle consumption. The most popular executive saloon car in its class has a most convincing successor, the new Audi A6.